Hi everyone, I'm Gayle. Welcome to this flow where we're going to be focusing a lot on wild thing and different variations and moving back and forth in between those variations, building up some core strength, some upper body strength, some overall body awareness, because even though that seems like an arm balancing pose, our legs play a really important part in that. So this is just going to be a short practice that you could start warming up on your own, or doing some, glute warm-ups, some glute strengthening, or we're going to kind of build into it a little bit gradually. You could start with this and add on, or you could repeat this a couple of times. So let's start on our hands and knees. Rotate your fingers outward, and if you can, bring your fingers facing your knees or out to the side. And start to rock back and forth in the direction that your fingers are pointing. The further away your hands are from your knees, the bigger stretch it will be. So you could bring your hands closer for a milder stretch, further away for a more intense stretch. And then you can I'll show you two variations. You can either bring your knuckles together, place the top of your hands on the floor, and straighten your arms as you push down into the floor with your hands. Or you could just place the top of your hands on the mat, fingers spread, and rock back and forth. So we want to feel a stretch on the top of the wrists. And then sit back on your heels, shake it out. Come forward, tense your hands so you're on your finger pads, and lean forward, placing weight into your hands, and lean back. So just the idea of building some strength in our hands. Try not to flatten your knuckles, but keep the middle knuckles here reaching forward as best you can. And stay forward and hold here. And place your hands down, tuck your toes, stretch back, downward facing dog. And then from here, lift the inner edge of your foot so you're inverting your ankles, and then roll the inner edge of the foot in so you're everting a little bit. And just roll back and forth, noticing how that feels. And see if you can feel strength and power in your legs. Now, with your heels down as much as they can be, see if you can lift your toes up, really working those tibialis muscles. Keep reaching your hips back, lifting your low ribs up, and then roll to the outside edges of both feet and to the inside edges of both feet. And just see how much range of motion you have there. Good. Now inhale, reach your right leg up. And reach back through your toes, open up the hips, bend your knee, and reach your toes towards the back of your head. And straighten your leg, swing your leg out to the side, and think that you want to land your foot right where your left hand was. Keep both legs straight, draw your hips back, especially the right hip, and bow over your leg. Then inhale, puff up, and exhale, bow. Inhale, lift up through your back. Exhale, arch your back. One more time. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bow. Now come up onto your finger pads again, just like we did, and see if you can lift up on your back toes and push down so much that you hover your right foot off the floor, swinging it way back into down dog splits, and lower your foot down again. Inhale, left leg up. Externally rotate. Bend your knee, reach back with your toes. And come back to your, then from there, from your knee being bent, straighten your leg and reach your leg out to the side, stepping it right where that left hand was. Straighten both legs. And just move around here. Maybe do some cat-cows over your leg, keeping your foot strong and engaged. And then again, press down through your fingertips, lift up through the back toes, hover your left foot, stretch it back into down dog splits. And lower back down, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the right leg up. Exhale, pull your knee into your chest and reach your knee towards your arm. Then lower the knee down and pull it up again. Stretch it back. Inhale, bend your knee. This time twist your body and see if you can tap your right knee to your left elbow and stretch it back. Again, bend your knee, twist over to the left, and this time straighten your right leg and open up into like a fallen triangle pose is often what it's called. And bring your hand down again. Bring your leg back into down dog splits. Lower down. Inhale, reach the left leg up. Exhale, pull your knee up high, slide it down, pull it back up again, stretch back. And inhale, come forward, rotate, tapping your left knee to your right arm, stretch it back. And this time from the twisted tap, we're going to straighten the leg out, reach your top arm up and over, and bring your hand back down, stretch back, down dog splits. Lower your foot down, bring your knees down, and stretch back into child's pose. Couple breaths here. And lift your hips, tuck your toes, stretch back into down dog. Walk your right hand toward the center of your mat. Bend your knees and pivot both knees, both feet, both toes to the left. And then pick your left foot up, lower it down, pick the right foot up, lower it down. So the right foot is going to be everted on the mat. The left foot is going to be a little bit inverted or neutral. So now place the right foot down, bend your knee, try and get your big toe mound down. And stack your left foot on top of the right. Push into your right hand, puff up through your ribs, reach your arm up. Maybe pick that left leg up and bend your knee, step it behind you, open up wild thing. Now we're going to bring our hand down and switch. We're going to pivot on the back foot and straighten the left leg across to the right, either keeping your leg lifted off the floor or lowering it back down like we just did. And pull your knee back, step back, down dog. Bend your knees, pivot both feet to the right, bring your left hand toward the center of your mat. And then pick your right foot up, lower it down, pick the left foot up. Just kind of stepping back and forth between weight on a different foot. And then plant your left foot down, bend your knee, root down through the big toe mound if you can. Push into your left hand, lift your hips up. Nice and high. And then maybe lift the right leg up first and step it back. Wild thing. Now from here, we're going to bring the right arm forward, pivot on that left foot, straighten the right leg toward the left, maybe lower it down, and come back to downward facing dog. Let's do that sequence one more time each side. So walk your right hand toward the center of your mat. Bend your knees, pivot your toes to the left. Maybe just do a little bit of walking there to just integrate the feet. And then push into your left big toe mound. Try and root that left big toe mound. As you pull your left knee up and maybe reach your left arm and your left leg up. And bend your knee, open up wild thing. From here, bring your left hand down, swivel on your back foot, pull your knee up nice and tight into your chest, straighten your leg either in the air or on the floor, and then lower it to the floor, lift your hips up even more, reach your arm over your head. Bring your hand down, pull your knee over, stretch back, down dog splits, and back to downward facing dog. Bring your left hand in toward the center of the mat, bend your knees, pivot your feet to the right. Push into that hand, don't let your shoulders sink, and maybe do a little bit of stepping, and plant into your left foot, really reach down through your big toe mound, reach your arm up, reach your hips up, and maybe pull your knee up high, maybe straighten your leg, and bend your knee, step your foot behind you, open up wild thing. From here, swivel on your back foot, place your right hand down, straighten your right leg over to the left, and lower your foot down, open up, pull your knee back, and back to downward facing dog. Bend your knees, lower your knees down, untuck your toes, reach your hips back. Inhale, round forward, exhale, glide back. Just do a few more, like moving, waving, cat-cow movements. And sit back on your heels. Thank you so much for joining me for this fun, challenging, maybe a little bit challenging flow, just playing with wild thing, playing with different variations, and building up core strength as you're doing it. It's always fun. It's always great for me to have fun while I'm doing core work. So as well as just, it's kind of an artistic expression in a way, the way you move with your focus and with your attention. And with practice, it gets better and better, you get smoother and smoother, and that beauty kind of just exudes from all of your pores. So again, thank you for joining me. Please leave me a comment below. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, hit the like button, and hope to see you again soon. Bye.